I was looking at this. Apparently, this was aired a few days ago, but this is a repeat. It's from The Hill. I'll leave a link to this below so you can watch it in its entirety. I've got it paused, unfortunately, so it's got the play banner there and a red line through it, but it says monumental UFO scandal is coming, analysis. And there's and I think that's true. I think a monumental UFO scandal is coming. I think these people that are claiming first-hand experience of working with recovered alien spacecraft are going to be revealed as being fantasists and people that are just blatantly lying for whatever reason. You know, for fiddling money out of the government, maybe, or you know, selling books or DVDs or whatever. I don't know whether these people on these legacy programs have been doing this sort of stuff for years, whether they're making money out of it. You know, you got to think of things like the TTSA, the Stars Academy. Send us your money and we'll build you a starship. Yeah, they really did think. I think Tom DeLonge really did believe it was that simple, simply by talking to people like Eric Davis. He probably filled his head with all this sort of nonsense. You know, get enough money and we can engineer a starship, no problem. And of course, it's science fiction nonsense. But what caught my eye was I saw Jeremy Corbell and Nick Pope, and they both really looked like someone had taken a dump in their cornflakes. I've never seen Nick Pope look quite so agitated. But Nick Pope, of course, makes money out of this. He does an awful lot of you know, appearances on television, etc. He's the UFO expert. You know, he's gone from taking reports on the phone at the MOD to being the MOD's Fox Mulder. He's out there in the middle of the night with Scully investigating all this stuff. Anyway, what I thought was really funny was the Jeremy Corbell response. I'm just going to play this. And I thought this was hilarious. You can tell that Jeremy Corbell is seriously agitated. I think Jeremy Corbell is realising, you know, the penny's finally dropped, that this is all absolute rubbish. And this is all going to evaporate, and he's going to have to go back to teaching yoga.
You said put on your tinfoil hats. People should put on their battle helmets. Right now, this is being taken seriously from the...
I would have been asking him why people need to put on their battle helmets. So what's he... Is he suggesting that we're going to get an alien invasion by any chance? But he's really upset here. And the other thing with Corbell is, whenever you see him, or often when you see him, there's this huge safe in the background. See that? American security. Huge safe. So is he trying to tell the people that he's gone from a sort of penniless yoga instructor to being super rich through all this UFO twaddle that he peddles? All this absolute bloody nonsense. You know, he's trying to tell us that flares are as huge alien spacecraft and, you know, flying pyramids, flying triangles, you know, with that green aircraft that was out of focus. He must know this is all absolute, complete and utter rubbish. But I think he also knows that once it's revealed to be complete and utter rubbish, he's not going to be needing his piggy bank here anymore. Get your battle helmets.
World public. It's a serious topic, and people need to understand why it's a serious topic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, of course it's not a serious topic. It's complete and utter rubbish. And If half of this was going on, most of the world's population would have seen one of these things, would have engaged with aliens, would have super clear footage because they would have taken, pictures. Everyone's got mobile phones in their pockets. This will be going on all the time for this, for any of this to be true. Grush said, a small percentage of the sorties, have a crash here. Which means the sky would be full of alien spacecraft, wouldn't it? It's a flight. It's a flight risk. It's a flight safety risk. Saying, but never in the history of human flight has an aircraft been brought down by colliding with an alien spacecraft. Okay, this is just a very, very quick one. I just saw that Corbell thing and I just fell about laughing. Absolutely. We'll put your battle helmets on, and he's sitting next to his safe again. I think the interviewer should really have said to Corbell, why would we need to be putting our battle helmets on? Because someone said, it sounds like someone said to him, you should be wearing a tinfoil hat. Which is far more appropriate, of course, than a battle helmet. So, is Jeremy Corbell expecting an alien invasion? That's what the interviewer should have said. Are you expecting an alien invasion, Jeremy? Yeah, I mean, all you'd have to hope, really, if there really was an alien invasion, all you would have to do is hope that you are still supple enough to be able to put your head between your legs and kiss your backside goodbye, because we would have zero defence against an invading alien force. Of course, aliens wouldn't come here and fight us on our own terms. They're not going to come here and, get into a shooting war with us. They wouldn't need to. All they would need to do is distribute a bioweapon in the atmosphere that would kill everybody within a few days. There's not going to be a ragtag band of people, a news reporter and a couple of scientists or whatever that formed the core of the ragtag team in the TV series V that are going to come out of the woodwork and save the planet. There wouldn't be time for that, because if aliens were going to come here and take the planet, they'd do it biologically. It would all be over very, very quickly. We probably would not be their first rodeo. If there's something like the Klingons or the Borg, floating around in the galaxy, they would have done this hundreds of times before. They would know exactly how to play it out, and they would know exactly how not to risk themselves. So they're going to they just spray something in the atmosphere, and everything they don't want here would die. So people wouldn't have time to realise what was going on and engineer any kind of or formulate any kind of antidote. It would all be over far too quickly. They'd probably get rid of mosquitoes, blowflies, maybe. all the annoying all the annoying stuff, this thing would just eradicate everything they didn't want, and then they would just quarantine the planet for 2 or 3 years, and then they would just move in and sweep up all the bones. So they wouldn't have to deal with nasty, smelly, decomposing corpses and all that sort of stuff. They just let nature do its thing. Quarantine the planet for 2 or 3 years. Come back, sweep up all the bones, and move in. It would be as simple as that. We would be completely unaware of what was going on. We would never get to meet an alien. They would have very, very little to clear up when they got here. Sweep up the bones. Nuclear power plants are designed to fail safe. They would probably shut down on their own after a while. You get some plane crashes and you get some car crashes and that sort of stuff, but there'd be minimal damage. You wouldn't have huge damage to buildings like you see in the Second World War, where cities get flattened, or in Independence Day science fiction movie where all the buildings get flattened. You wouldn't need to do that. You'd have an awful mess to clear up once you wanted to move in, wouldn't you? And if they're physiologically similar to us, the structures may actually be useful to them. And they may want to minimise the actual physical damage to structures and infrastructure and all that sort of stuff. Be very, very easy to... we've seen how the recent issue spread around the planet so quickly. I mean, it wasn't lethal, but it could have been. I mean, I know everybody knows somebody that's had it. At least one person that's had it. I know about half a dozen people that have had it. And, something engineered by a species smart enough to get here is going to know how to engineer something that would work extremely rapidly, spread extremely rapidly, and finish us all off really rapidly. So don't worry about getting your battle helmets, guys. If there's an alien invasion coming, we won't know anything about it at all. All we'll see is the lights going out, and that will be that. All right, that's just another quickie. I just fell about laughing when I saw Corbell there, realising that he's going to have to get the movers in to remove his piggy bank in the background. And he's going to have to go back to not being a celebrity. He's going to have to go back to wearing his toga and doing some doing his yoga lessons. As always, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll catch you again.